If you have nothing to worry about, if you are clean, if you're not doing any corruption in your current position, if you're not part of that corruption, you have nothing to worry about and you can face the Tribune. If not, the Tribune is going to face you. With me today, of course, is my co-host, Mr. Producer, Clark Philly, and my guest today is Kevin Williams, candidate for the County Commissioner District B, right?
Correct, sir.
Thank you for being here again, Kevin. And welcome, Clark.
Welcome, nice to have you back, Mr. Williams.
Yes, thank you.
And
How did
A lot's changed in the world since we last met.
Really? Wow.
I've been watching the presidential election quite a bit, and seems like Trump's on an upswing right now, and Hillary's getting beat up pretty bad.
Well, the headline on the online, I just read it. Republican Party in turmoil as Trump cancels trip to go to Louisiana. Republican is in turmoil because he actually went and looked presidential.
Right.
What's the turmoil?
Yeah.
But that's the headline.
Yeah,
You go, what is this? Why is it this? I mean, it's gotten this bad.
Yeah.
He's acting presidential.
Yeah,
he's being presidential. And I don't know if that's what we wanted. I don't know if that's what we need.
Absolutely, that's what we need.
No, we don't need a presidential lookalike. We need somebody like him that can come over and clean all the dirt that we have and take all these Democrats out of there and start doing things the way it's supposed to be. Because we need somebody that can talk like we talk.
Yes.
Somebody that can act like we act.
Right.
And we need somebody that they can be effective for the country again.
Absolutely.
And of course we have the star of the show. You know, he's always had to come like the star, Mr. Ed Yulin.
Hi.
Mr. Ed Yulin. I was watching you on TV now.
Oh.
Doing
Was I good?
the county commissioners meeting.
Oh.
Kevin William is running for District B and county commissioner. He's an outsider, he's newcomer, so and he's my friend. So
Don't try and beat me up.
don't try
I'm
to
the
beat
insider.
him up, because I invite you because you are knowledgeable about the county and you might be able to help him to become the next county commissioner on District B.
Or the first Republican
Yes, the first.
commission since, I believe it's been over 10 years now.
Jeez.
Since
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, since
Thank
the G-Sting scandal, remember that one?
Who
Yeah.
was a Republican?
Oh, I
Nobody
forgot.
was.
Malone.
Oh, Malone.
Yeah, they went
Malone.
to jail for that.
Yeah.
They went to jail for
Lance
that.
Malone,
And the
because
lady,
everybody-
the grandma.
And that scandal was minor compared to what they do all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was only because his sex was involved.
Kind of like what Nixon did back in the day compared to what Hillary's doing now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe that's a good analogy.
Okay, so,
At least he had the guts to walk
And that
away.
was the first job Hillary was fired from.
Yeah.
She was working for the Department of Justice in a Whitewater investigation of Nixon, and she was lying and stealing evidence and taking it home with her and stuff like that, and she got fired. Her first job out of college.
Really? And she was working on the, she
Nixon.
was working for Cox or
Well,
the
before that.
Archibald Cox?
Before that, she
Oh,
was
before.
working for the department.
yeah.
The Department of what? Justice?
Justice, I think.
Oh,
Battlefield Justice.
interesting.
And her
Anyway,
boss.
let's talk
Her
about
boss
Kevin.
and I.
I'm curious to know why on earth he's running for this seat.
Why, well, as I mentioned in our last interview, I've been in that district for 22 years now. And when we bought that house in the district, and the District B is in a whole is the biggest one in the county. And I brought a map, I don't know if I can show it on
Yeah.
camera or not,
Well-
but everything in blue is District B. and you can see that it is quite large.
Oh, really? The blue is
The blue is
oh.
District B. So we're actually running all the way, we're running north on Rancho, all the way up through 95, and all the way east to Mesquite. So that's quite an area.
All the way east to Mesquite.
All the
So
way east
is-
down to Mesquite,
Is
yes.
Larry Brown or Weekly the commissioner?
Right now, it's Kirkpatrick. She was the
Oh,
one who was
Oh,
assigned the position after Tom Collins quit.
yeah, that's right.
I thought you was an
So
expert
she's-
on the county commission.
Yeah, but I'm confused by the map.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Okay.
It
It doesn't show Mesquite
Yes,
on
the
there
blue
because
keeps
the map,
going.
the piece of paper is just too small.
The
Yeah,
blue
right.
keeps going.
Yeah, the
up.
blue keeps going all the way to Mesquite,
Yeah, right, okay.
to the border.
And so D must be Lawrence Weekly.
Yes.
No, Kirkpatrick.
No, B is Kirkpatrick
D.
right now. D is
Oh,
Weekly.
D is Lawrence.
E is June
Yeah,
Kiliani.
okay. Oh, D is Jim Kellyani?
I know
No,
everybody's names.
I don't think so.
I think E
I
is.
think F is
No.
Jim Kellyani.
You sure?
Yeah, I think.
I was at a town hall meeting where she was holding it, and that was for that district over there.
Oh, really?
Oh, but she
Okay.
always take, she always take the meetings to herself.
Musical chairs, oh, yeah.
Yeah,
So-
she's always like that.
So what are the issues that you're interested in? Why?
Well,
Why did
I'm
you
concerned, well,
oppose her rather than one of the other commissioners?
well, because that is my district, and like I said,
Oh, you
I'm
live
not
there.
moving anytime soon. I bought that house 22 years
Oh.
ago, and I don't wanna, I don't wanna move just to,
Oh,
just
you're not a
because.
carpenter.
He's not a-
No, I'm not at all. I think I can do a lot of good for that district, and I plan to. With my background, 26 years with Boyd Gaming, I've been a facility director there, and the skills I've learned and basically perfected over there is exactly what they need on the commission right now. Somebody who knows how to save money and not just spend it because they don't know what they're spending it on, just to make people happy.
Buy votes.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a
Not
giant
what
vote.
It's not what I'm gonna do.
buying.
I mean, if I wanted to just move and live in a nicer neighborhood, I could absolutely do that. But you know what? I lived in a nice neighborhood and now it's deteriorated so badly because of the lack of attention that Tom Collins gave it. And now I'm seeing kind of a repeat pattern here since Maryland's got it. And I don't have too many bad things to say about Marilyn right now. It's been too early. She's only been in the position now for I think a little less than a year, a little more than a year.
Right.
But then again, I've only seen, I've seen nothing happen over there, actually. I mean, I brought up a couple of concerns about the parks, a park over there, one in, it's called,
Yeah, but let's give her a little credit.
let's give her
too.
some credit.
You know, she is busy running for re-election.
Yeah,
She
she's
don't have
the
time to,
incumbent.
she don't have time to talk to you.
First election,
Eh?
running for her first election,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she
as
was,
the incumbent.
Well, she termed out in the legislature.
Huh?
She termed out in the legislature. This would have been her last year.
Yes,
And,
right. So she didn't
now
come
she's
down,
not.
she was looking at the future.
Yes.
Now she is the incumbent and she's running for election because that is the game that these politicians
And
play.
the question was brought up to me on another show that, do you think that was intentional? And I said, absolutely it was intentional.
Absolutely, I know that.
Yeah. The incumbent automatically has the upper hand on the next election, so here I am, the new guy coming in with more, the most experience probably.
She could run as county commissioner.
Yes, she can run as the county commissioner,
Right.
yes.
That's big.
Yeah, that's where all the money goes to, is to the
If
current
you're
county
running for being
commissioner.
reelected as president, you run as president.
Absolutely.
so you aren't getting contributions from the Boyd group?
You know what, I haven't reached out to them, but
Oh.
I might. I don't know if there's any sort of conflict there. I don't know how.
Oh,
they
did
would
you
feel
still
about it.
work for them?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my
Oh.
full-time job right now,
Oh.
and yeah, they were excited to hear that I was in the race, and they've given
Oh.
me nothing but support, so.
Oh,
Oh,
Just
that's good.
monetarily, I'll be
How
asking.
many fellow workers live in your district, do you think?
I
think I asked you that before.
Yeah, you did, and I can, in my department, in my facilities department, I don't think any of them do. I think they all live on the other side of town, but I know it's like in security and probably in the gaming areas, that there's probably, I don't know, maybe 4,
No.
D, 40, 50, something like
40
that.
or 50?
Yeah, there's not that many.
Well, but those 40 or 50 have neighbors.
Absolutely.
And they go to the grocery store and they can, and then you can give them an extra day off and they vote for you.
Quid pro quo. he's not even-
I mean, I brought some numbers with me in Commission B. The Dems over the Republicans, I mean, you're at 56,000 Democrats to 44,000 Republicans, but the nonpartisans are 25,000, so right there. I mean, it all depends on what Trump does this year, or with this cycle, to see if we can flip some of these independents over to, Republicans and get their votes, so that would put us over the top. And
Well, what's the 25,000, what's the percentage of that to all?
Again, Commission B, 50, I'll give you the exact number, 56,449 Democrats to 44,401 Republicans, and the nonpartisans are 25,812.
So you go in the 70 range
Right.
compared to 50.
Liberals are 847, so there's some.
You mean libertarians?
Yes,
Yeah.
Did you say liberals?
not libertarian, it's LIB.
But they're still using that?
Yeah, LIB,
They were supposed to have switched that.
yeah, well,
Oh my
Total.
gosh.
Total in
you should
Commission B,
take-
134.
Yeah, I'm glad to know that, because we switched it. Okay.
Well, the next time,
you
Joe,
can keep that, I got another copy of that.
yeah, you keep that, and,
So what are the issues that you're concentrating on?
Just bringing the neighborhood back to a status where, people can be proud of where they live, because I'll tell you what, you run up Lake Mead, East Lake Mead to Hollywood from Nellis, it's a
Yeah.
third world country over there.
Yeah.
And it's been like that for years. Why have we not seen the services over there to clean up some of these, I don't even know what they're called anymore. Are they drug infested homes? Are they roach coach? I don't know. People are living on the streets, living in tents, destroying the neighborhood, graffiti everywhere, broken glass. Just last night we had the major storm. We won't, and this is typical, we won't see the street sweeper come by for at least a month. And we've got mud and rock all over the place because it comes down from the mountain, Sunrise Mountain. So just, everything else is usually taken care of first before we're even thought of. And one of the reasons is we're the older side of town is what I've heard, come out of certain people's mouths, and that's just not fair.
what is that address?
My address?
What is the area?
Oh, 89156, which is East Lake Mead and Hollywood, between Cary and like Owens, those areas up there.
Up in the mountain up there's a very
that's
nice
where
Sunrise
neighborhood.
Mountain.
Around
It's
where
very
Bucky
nice.
Buchanan
Sunrise
used to
Mountain.
live.
We actually have a
A lot of
park
these-
up there, it's called Shadow Rock Park, it was built over 20 years ago. The park has 0 lights at the dog park.
Doing tree work on your truck in a minute.
Oh, boy, yeah. Sorry.
So it's a great neighborhood up the mountain.
On the top of the mountain.
Getting to the mountain, you like driving through Beirut.
Yeah, exactly.
It's terrible.
Well, I tell you what you can do, help me out to do that. Take some pictures of that dirt.
Absolutely, I'm gonna bring it with me on the next trip. I'm gonna bring some, I'll lay them out, I'll stand them up for the folks to see, and you're gonna see what I see
All you
every
gotta do
day.
is just put them in the computer and send it to me.
I can do that too.
You don't have
I
to-
like coming here and seeing.
Oh, well, you coming in next Tuesday,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, every Tuesday.
That'll be a good show, that's a good issue.
Yeah,
What show is, what place he running for, your friend?
he's running Assembly 17.
Oh,
That's
17.
Ron Newsom.
Because he's running 16.
Ron Newsom is 17. I was gonna bring that map too, but that's North Las Vegas. That's that little area over by the cannery.
Yeah.
And,
Ed is running for Assembly 16.
okay.
And that would be a good show for you to be here.
Yeah, we can have all 3 of us, because Ron said he'd come out with
Of
me.
all the cleanup money and everything you're talking about,
Uh-huh.
comes from the budget of the entire
Right.
commission
It just
area.
misses our area.
Right, because
Yeah.
you're last.
We're last, oh yeah, because, it's already cruddy over there is what they think, but it's not. I mean, there's people that live over there, people that pay the taxes, good people that live there, and they haven't seen any improvements over there at all. The roads are so beat up, it's like a dry lake bed. I mean, you drive down Hollywood, it's just nothing but potholes everywhere and cracked asphalt. And I know for a fact, I've been driving there for 22 years, it hasn't been changed in a long, long time, It's just, it's not right, and I'm gonna change that. I wanna make these, I wanna make our neighborhoods and our district street again.
That's good, but when you're fighting the other
Right.
areas, how are you gonna get move up in the mix?
Well, I'm gonna battle. That's what I gotta do.
That's
I'm
what
not
it
gonna
takes.
take no for an answer.
The incumbent is
No,
probably
I'm
not a
sorry.
battler.
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna take no for an answer. That's
Yeah.
how I got to where I am now.
Yeah.
I get things done, and that's just me,
Yeah, well,
you know, and it's
I
not
don't
for
think
personal
anyone will
gain,
say
it's
it
for
doesn't need to be
everybody's
done,
done.
that's for sure.
Yeah. I'll show you, I'm not gonna tell you, I'm gonna show you.
Yeah. 'Cause that is a really bad
Yep. It's
situation.
embarrassing. I even put it on my, when I first started this campaign, Review Journal called me and said, you want to give a quick explanation of your campaign? And I said, what I was talking about, I said, and I didn't even know if this would hurt me or not, but I just spoke the truth because I was so passionate about it. I said, it's embarrassing to say you even live over here. I don't have people come to see me
Yeah.
or visit my house because the
Can you
neighborhood is so
imagine?
bad.
I know.
I've had a couple friends come by and they're like, "Oh my God, why do you live here?" And I'm like,
Yeah, I can
know."
imagine.
I said someday I'll be able to change it, and this was, a couple of years back. They never came back over.
Scratch you off the list, jeez.
You come to my house, Kevin.
Poor Kevin, he ain't gonna be around much
I
longer.
know. You gotta get in now so I can fix the place. You know what I mean? So, anyways,
Well, that's
that's
a
where I'm
good,
at.
And so is
It's
that
a good
all it needs,
platform.
is a street sweeper, or?
No,
are there-
it needs
what other
everything. It
services
needs
do you want?
infrastructure.
Streets.
It needs
Come on,
infrastructure.
Don't
They
be
need
so
the entire
cynical.
street.
Yeah, no, I'll take you on a field trip one day and
Yeah.
show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I can take you in areas you're gonna keep your windows rolled up.
That's not your district,
No.
right?
No, this is far away.
Yeah.
This is on the side of.
Where's your district?
The resort area,
Okay, nice area.
yeah. So,
There's
yeah,
no
it's-
crime over there.
Yeah, no.
No,
There's people selling
They
water.
got all the police over there. They
No
got,
hookers.
No
they,
hookers.
no, nothing. They all line
They're
up.
all
All the
in place.
police is line up in there.
Everybody's,
yeah.
yeah.
And then you have all the security there too. I mean,
Yeah.
Not only the police,
Yeah.
but the security, you
They still
gotta
can't.
throw them in the mix,
What are
When you say
planning?
you have all the security, what do you mean?
Yeah, the
Security
security
guards
guards
for
for
the
the
hotels.
hotels.
They're like their own police
They also
force.
protect the outside of the hotels. Isn't it?
Only in their boundary,
Yeah.
yeah.
When was the last time you was in your district?
So,
When was the last time you was in the strip?
over the weekend,
Oh, you did?
all those elevators are not, all the.
Yes, they were running.
What's the deal with that?
I drove down the strip. I just do that just because I want to check out the area.
Yeah.
And none of the escalators are running, and I was wondering, well, what the
Yeah,
heck's
it's
going
so
on there?
weird.
I'm a
All
facility
over
director.
there.
I'm thinking, wow.
And maybe, in the area.
Who is the incumbent?
Wow, how are they
there?
connected?
I'm sure one company has the contract on all of them. I'm not sure how it's written up, but in my, as far
But
as
I
my
mean,
building.
physically, how in the world, if one goes down, why would any others?
They're all down.
Lack
of
It's not
safety.
just one.
There's
Who's
so
the-
many
On
safety.
the corner of Tropicana.
Who's the
and-
incumbent
Yep,
there?
that was the one I saw.
Okay, you're talking about the assembly,
Yes,
or you're
assembly.
talking
Yes,
about
assembly.
The commission.
Because, no, that's Chris Junglia.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. Well, I think it's split up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a split up, but she had part of the strip.
Yeah, but the incumbent in my district is Heidi Smith. Yeah. But,
Oh, this year-
she doesn't have much to do, that, I don't think, but although the state may be the one maintaining those escalators. I'm
No,
not
they
sure.
inspect them, they don't maintain them. I think it's either Otis or Schindler or, ThyssenKrupp
Yeah.
or one of
So
those
do you think they're
companies.
working for the county?
I think they have a county
Yeah.
contract, yeah.
But it's so weird, all of them down.
Yeah, I saw people walking up the steps, it
Yeah,
looked pretty.
yeah,
and
Well,
it was
that's
hot,
because
too,
the
this
weather,
weekend.
no?
Weather?
That was because last night the weather, or?
No, this
No,
is.
this
oh,
was over the weekend, this
permanent.
was a nice day, it was hot, it was on Saturdays when I saw it.
Yeah, I
When
saw
I went
it.
driving down there and,
Well, maybe
yeah,
And
the
there's no
escalators
way
were
you
up,
can
people
go
were
any other
walking.
way either.
Nope.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. It melt and stop.
Just real quick, we'll spend a lot of time on this, but just my experience with escalators in my career, I know that there are so many safeties on an escalator, safety, precautions, that if you even jump on a step, the thing's gonna shut down, then it needs to be reset. And the only people that can reset it is the elevator company, so maybe they were just waiting for somebody to come out. People know this, they push
Was
the
it a
buttons.
weekend?
Yes,
You
Oh,
see
that's
that?
overtime.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
No, I think that they're
It's-
seriously broken.
They seriously?
Oh, well,
They have signs.
How
in front
many,
of-
how many days it's been broken?
I don't know, I just noticed it Saturday and Friday.
So if that
Yeah,
was my
because
district,
maybe
and I was
what
in
he
the
said-
district, I'd be down there asking
Maybe
some
they're trying to
questions.
implement a new policy, paid escalator.
Yeah, you want to, it's free
To
steps.
keep them
pay
working,
us.
you have to have a paid.
Yeah, or maybe the casinos want it that way because, for example, if you go up if you go over to the MGM from Tropicana, it's easier to just walk through the hotel than go up
It is.
the escalator.
It is.
Through the casino, you mean?
Yeah, through the casino.
Yeah, that's
You know,
what
that's a
they want.
good,
So I don't
that's a
know if
good
that's a
thought.
strategy or not.
That is a good strategy.
No, but I think the county also want you to exercise. They want you to walk.
There's
want
two,
you to-
so I want my customers to sit at
So-
the table.
So what are the other issues in District B?
What are the issues do you see and there they can be?
Okay, well, Mesquite is one of the cities in my district. And Mesquite, for some reason, and I've been told that anything can be done, I just don't think it's been looked at hard enough. Mesquite is such a nice, attractive little city to bring more people to and maybe and live there. The only problem with Mesquite is the jobs. And you don't have a lot of jobs there is because they don't have natural gas. And without natural gas, you can't excite a big corporation to build there and create more jobs, you know what I mean? So what they need down there is they need infrastructure. They need a gas line down there to bring natural gas into there because everybody's on propane. And
really?
yeah, without gas, you're not gonna attract too many big companies that are gonna employ a lot of people. And then
Where does it gotta run from?
it's probably got to run from Vegas, you know? Yeah.
No, but maybe.
But with
Maybe
Faraday being built,
Maybe Randy Black wanted that way, so he can be the only one.
you know, I think people,
Yeah.
I really,
Yeah, but still,
after
it's
talking to
close,
quite a
man.
few people down in Mesquite, I think they like the small town feeling, but they also would like to make some more money too and be able to, you know, have a nice mall or something instead of always driving back and forth.
What's the
to
Oasis
Vegas.
these days? Is it still closed
Yeah, it's still
up?
closed down, so it's just sitting there, waiting for somebody to come in and build something new. But, you know, then again, it's that natural gas thing. You know,
Yeah.
everybody's on propane, even you go to fast food
The
places. they have
Oasis
the big
is
bottles
the
sitting
oldest
there.
one, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are building a new sports complex out there, and because they do a lot of sports as far as like softball, they got a really nice baseball field out there. They do a lot of sporting goods or sporting events like that, and they're building a hotel designated just for sports, so you're going to be able to bring your family in. I'm not sure if they're going to have any gambling in there or not, but it looks like a really nice complex. They just got the soccer field, baseball field, all they're actually growing grass right now.
Who's building that?
You know what? I don't know the name.
I
of it.
think Eureka is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Mr. Lee?
yeah, great.
Nice place. Really looks nice. Should attract a lot more people down there. Good
Yeah,
numbers.
it really sounds like an interesting
That is not the
project.
same Lee. from
Smart
the
too, because you know you were bringing in all those young, you know, softball players, you know, little leagues and soccer and all that, and you know your only choice is to stay with the casinos. Well, the kids couldn't go run around in the casino, so they'd be just restricted to the pool or their room. But now they're building this place, and I believe that it's going to be beneficial for the family environment. You know what I mean? So that's good for them.
Yeah, it's
Well,
good.
I never been there. I never been in favor of that. I believe in gaming places is not for families.
No, absolutely not. No.
You know, we used to be better off when Las Vegas, the Strip and downtown was for the adult. You know, we was built as the adult entertainment capital of the world, you
Well,
know.
they tried that family thing. What was that in the
Didn't work too
'90s or
well,
the
yeah.
you know?
It didn't go too well.
No, it didn't go well
Theme
at all.
park at MGM.
That was closed down quick.
Circus, still
Circus.
there.
But that's been there forever, but yeah, it's,
Yeah, that's
69, they opened in
yeah,
1969.
that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember going there quite a few times.
Mesquite's got some nice golf courses.
Yes, they do. Some of the top,
Who?
best
Mesquite.
ones in the
oh yes.
in the state. Nice place. I love Mesquite.
Well, they might be, wanted to be the golf capital of the
You
world.
know why I love Mesquite so much? Because in Mesquite, There's 3,929 Republicans to 2,408 Democrats.
And how many nonpartisans?
Nonpartisans in Mesquite, 1,900.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But in the big scheme of
Pretty
things, how does
overwhelming.
that help you really in the general election that much?
I believe it will.
Yeah?
Yeah, I believe it will.
You know, you might be able to,
This is not going to be an easy. This is not a slam dunk for me. I can tell you that. I'm up against North Las Vegas, which is the majority is Democrat. So, and that's her area.
how's your Spanish?
Not good. So
That's one thing you have. You can speak.
I'll tell you what. Whoever watches this show, and I'm sure there's a lot of people. I'll tell you, if you want somebody who's just going to sit there and do nothing and just agree with everybody on the board and you have the same old, run down neighborhoods and all the bullshit, I'm going to say it on the radio, bullshit that goes with it, don't vote for me. If you want change, vote for me. That's what I do. I get things done. I want to do it. It's not gonna.
Are you gonna be able to keep your job, your daytime job, when you win?
You know what? I haven't even thought about that right now. I'm
Yeah.
sure that's a lot of work.
Can he keep the job?
Yeah, well, commissioner is actually a part-time position. It's considered part-time.
They're still part-time, eh?
Yes.
Yeah. But it's a lot of work part-time, you know what I mean? So if you want to be effective, you got to either do one or the other, you know what I mean? So, because my job, I know, as a director, is very demanding. I mean, I have a lot of issues going on all the time. I do what I can do. I plan on doing the best job I can for whatever job I'm doing. If it's both, then so be it. But if it's not, then I'll do a great job wherever I'm at.
Well, it's very important for you then to get the blessing of
Boyd Gaming.
the boy gaming.
Yeah.
That way, when you win, they will give you that.
Right. I don't think they're going to toss a 26-year team member off to the side just because he became the county commissioner in District B, where two of their brand new, just recently acquired properties, which is the Aliante and the Cannery, just so happen to sit.
And that would not be a conflict, right?
No, I
It would
mean, I'm
be
not going over there and
considered-
building new bridges into their building or anything like that, but I won't, it's not an issue that I would even think about doing, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't have to think about what you're thinking of doing.
Everybody
You have
else
to think
is, yeah.
about what they will.
Yeah,
If
absolutely.
they take you for granted, or I haven't seen Bill Boyd in the last, I don't know, 30 years, 28 years, or something like that. I don't know how he acts or behave right now, how he think, being a millionaire.
Well, he's a
surely-
respectful guy, so I don't think he would expect anything like that. He's definitely one of the good guys here in town, and he always has been. He's very.
I know his father was a wonderful person, but sometimes songs don't come out. Benny Binion was a great guy, and look at Jack Binion is not even half of what his father is.
Mhm.
It was,
He's worth 5 times the money.
I don't know, but I don't think Jack can be compared to Benny
Well,
Binion at all.
Minion's old school, Jack's not, that's for sure.
No. And now he's working for Steve Wynn, so he's not.
I heard something that Steve, I don't know if it's true or not, but Steve Wynn was going to start charging a $50 fee to get into the building because he wants to keep the strollers and the kids out.
Oh, God.
Did you hear the same thing?
No.
I think he's gonna keep a few other people out of that too.
That's what I heard.
The
I mean, that's the
PR would
word on
be
the street. I don't know if it's
bloody-
true or not, but I thought it was kind of,
Well, I
in
tell
a
you,
way, interesting.
yeah, it's
It's a
interesting.
good thought.
I don't know about the locals that go there. They not used to pay $50 to get into any place. People complaining about the MGM charging for parking now.
Well, I went to the Mirage the other day, and they're set up to start taking payments. They've got the little ticket machine when you go into the garage, but anybody who was a Nevada resident didn't have to pay at that time. I don't know when it's gonna kick in, but they are geared up and they have all the machines and ready to go to take your credit card or whatever you gotta pay with, just to get into the garage.
Wow.
Aren't all the garages set up that way?
Yeah, I think so. They're ready to
The ones I've
get
been
it
to.
going.
You do?
Yeah. MGM garages.
Well,
that way.
MGM charge already.
You know, I don't know how much more these tourists are gonna be able to handle. I mean, as far as, you know, your room fees and the parking now, I mean, when you go.
But is the MGM,
You better take a bundle of
is the
cash just
MGM
to
charging for
get
the
in.
parking in the MGM property or all the properties?
I think they're trying to do
It's
it
all their property, yeah. Yeah.
The last thing that I really and still object to is that resort fee. To me is gigantic false advertising.
Yeah.
Because when you can advertise your room rate, $29, you know, what they hide from you, you have a $49 resort fee, which now your room rate's $78, but they don't tell you that. And they don't have to tell you that. And they don't even have to tell you that till you check out.
And then
Really?
when they pass the stadium, that resort fee is gonna go up, because that's what they're slamming it, you know, they're gonna raise that up just to pay for it. I don't know about, I don't know if it's such a good idea or not.
Well, the resort fee is false advertising,
Yeah.
no doubt about it. And if you want to charge a resort fee, advertise it, what it is, that's it.
Yeah.
Why do you hide it?
Yeah.
You know? I went to check in a place one time. I used to be kind of up there in a ways,
Yeah.
and they trying to charge me this resort fee. I said, look, I just need a room. My air conditioner's broke at my house. She said, I'm a local.
Right.
He said, oh, you can't do it. I said, all right, you can wait on. I go to the pit. I need a goddamn room. What's your name? Yes, sir. Come with me. You know.
Not only a room, you got a
Give
suite,
them a
huh?
suite, yeah, RF and B.
There you go.
And then I told the manager, see, the next time I ask for a goddamn room over a $20 resort fee, you better give it to me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, geez, I got a nature about me. That's false advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm not gonna use the pool, and I'm not gonna use the phone,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
It's false.
Yeah.
And it's so you can average $29 room, advertise, $29 room. You see them all the way from here to California.
Yeah.
Really? MGM?
Well, I don't know if
Oh.
they're advertising,
Oh.
but whatever they're advertising, you can bet's $30 less than what it is.
You can even get a $29 room in Seagulls.
But that's what I'm saying, it's false
You can
advertising.
even get them on Seagulls.
It's false advertising.
Or Budget Suite for that matter, you know, the boss is saying, I'd rather stay at Budget Suite than at Seagulls anyway.
We'll stay at the one on Flamingo and Boulder Highway.
Who, Budget?
That budget suite over there.
Budget Suite?
Cops are there all day long. They should put a substation right there.
I think they do have.
No, they don't.
I think they
But
have.
they're always
use
there.
it.
I think they have a room in there that they turn it into.
I hope so, because
Yeah.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah, it's the same thing than
it's a rough
the,
crowd over there.
the same thing than the 7-Eleven on, by Clark High School.
Mm-hmm.
They have an office in the back of the 7-Eleven. When Michael McDonald was the city council, they had an apartment in that building over there that was turned into a substation, kind of, they don't call it substation, but they do. And I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. That give the cops a cubby hole to go.
Presence,
Eh?
a presence, it gives them a
Yeah,
facility.
give them a present, and also give them a place where they can
Right.
sit down and fill out the paperwork and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe have coffee and don't have
Donuts,
to
yeah.
Coffee
depend
and
from,
donuts.
they don't have to depend on the coffee from the 7-Eleven where they're gonna be obligated
Poison.
or grateful to, eh?
Poisoned.
Yeah.
Where was the office they were at that just got poisoned when they're called?
And,
Kidding me?
and in Utah, yeah, in
Someone
Utah,
put
When
poison.
was this?
about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Luckily, he didn't die, but, you know, it's,
So what's going on?
See, here's another stat that I'd share with you here. In North Las Vegas, there's 50,206 Democrats to 20,920
It's
Republicans.
almost a third.
So, but your nonpartisans are 19,000.
Helps.
So yeah, it helps. That's about it. But that's a number we got.
I swear those nonpartisans, or whatever you call them, have got to be start going, getting pretty big on the conservative side, I would hope.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, I mean,
They see what's going on now is not working. It's not working. Let's try something new. Let's shake it up.
exactly.
You know, and that's what I'm hoping happens in
Well, this
November.
is the season for it.
Yes, it
This
is.
is the right time.
Trump is doing a
Boy.
great job right now. I think he's gonna make a run for it
There's been
right
reports
now.
on the radio and stuff, like that guy went on a trip with his wife on side roads because the highway was something was wrong with it. So they're driving down these roads and they're seeing Trump, Trump,
Yeah.
Trump, Trump, Trump through Pennsylvania and through these places that he's supposedly not doing too well,
Right.
according to the mainstream media. And they're counting signs, and within 5 minutes they counted 100 Trump signs.
No,
I
love
had a guy in Zion Park. Are you familiar with that?
Zion? Of course.
He want all the signs we can get him with Trump. And he wanted to put a big, huge sign there for Trump.
No, that's what I love about, your show and, these internet radio show, or the internet and YouTube and all that. You get the real news on those. If you go to YouTube and you look up, the Trump campaign and the Hillary campaign, you're gonna see how these polls that are out right now are so twisted and wrong. Favoring Hillary, people are actually on there saying how it's happening. There's people at some of her rallies that are actually using their own phones and actually scanning the crowd that's really there, and not the fake one that the news.
They don't need the wide lens.
Yeah, he takes a behind them shot, and there's nobody in the stands.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got crowd noise machines out there and all this to make it sound like there's a big crowd there, and
And then a bus pulls up and the crowd doubles.
yeah. Yeah. But when you go to a Trump rally, there's actually thousands of people
Outside
there,
that haven't gotten
and they
in.
can't even get in. So where are these polls? I haven't been polled. Have you been polled? I mean, have you been polled?
Never.
Who
Where are they
knows?
getting
I
these
get so
polls
many
from?
calls, I just hang up.
Yeah. Nobody's ever asked me for my who I'm voting for, so I don't know. Kind of nutty.
I don't see any.
So how do you feel about the stadium?
I think it'll be a good thing for Vegas, but I think it's just going to be a good thing for the casinos in Las Vegas. I don't know. I can't see it being a plus for the residents of, like, say, District B, or all the other families that are out there, because a ticket for a football game basically starts at $50 to $60, and that's in the cheap seats. If you want to get a good seat, you're probably going to pay well over $100. And if you got a family of four, that's a $400 bill,
Well, I
not
hear that
including
it's gonna
food
be-
and drink. So
I-
how are you going to go to a football game?
I hear it's gonna be $200 for a good
Okay,
seat.
so how's
I
that
don't know
gonna,
how
how's that
to-
going to
We're gonna have a
benefit the
local
regular
team,
guys,
right?
huh?
I mean, we're gonna have our own team.
Yeah, but
So,
Well, that should be loyalty for people in Nevada
Yeah.
that would fill up, you would think, half the
yeah,
state.
but they don't wanna go in the top of the stadium all the way at the end.
But
a
are they gonna,
65,000
I think it's
seater.
gonna be blacked out, these games, do you think?
What do you think?
You know what? I don't know. I don't even know.
That's
if
a
it's
good
gonna, I don't even know
question.
if it's going to be a done deal or not.
That's a very good
But
question.
if it is, we ever get a stadium, other cities don't black out their games, do they, or do they? I know
Only if they're
big
sold
games.
out. Only if they're sold out,
Oh,
then
okay.
it's on TV. If
Well,
it's
I
not sold
think
out, they
it-
black it out.
I
Oh,
think
really?
the
Every
stadium.
They want you to come to the stadium.
Well, yeah, you get a better show at home.
No, I think the stadium is a fact, don't you?
It's a what?
It's a fact,
What, you mean it's going to happen?
yeah.
So if we
If
get
it
a
happens
Why do you
or
stadium
not,
think
here,
so?
Because they already talking to the team and they already trying to sell the land to put the stadium. It's going to be, it might not be tomorrow, but believe me, these people don't do anything, they don't waste time.
are you gonna be able to bet in the
They-
local casinos on it?
I don't know, maybe not.
Well,
I'm
can,
sure.
can you vote on a UNLV game?
You can bet.
You couldn't before, I don't know about now.
Not before, but I think you
I
can.
think-
I don't know, we can ask Harry Reid and see
Yeah.
what he gonna tell MGM to do. And if MGM take a bet, everybody else is gonna take bet. You know, as long
That's
as we
always
are,
kept every other professional sport team out of here,
Yeah.
because that's big money.
as long as we're still owned by Harry Reid, probably, yeah, they're gonna be able to take bets.
But you made the comment that you think the stadium is gonna be for the casinos. And one thing that's happening, there's a committee that's meeting to discuss the stadium, and they're definitely consolidating the casinos and making them the beneficiaries. There's gonna be a new tax of $750 million.
Right.
And,
Is that the resort fee tax?
That's what they're talking about. I don't know how that's going to work.
No, but how are they gonna call them, resort fee?
Oh, no, resort, no. It's a tax on the tourists. It's a room tax.
It's gonna be on top of the,
Entertainment tax?
No.
it's just gonna be a
tax.
room tax, so it'll
Room
be
tax.
that cost that you
What
were
is
just
it
talking
now?
But
about.
already they're arresting all these people that are down on the strip, entertaining or selling things.
Cleaning it up.
Yeah, because the casinos just don't want people down there.
No,
They don't want people to benefit from the
stadium?
from the tourism.
Right, yeah.
They want all.
Well,
the
you know what, I
revenue.
don't blame them either, because they really, those people that were doing those, selling it, and those people dressed up in costumes, it looked trashy. You know, and it probably scared away quite a few tourists that'll probably
think
saw
so?
them and said, I'm never coming back to there, to Vegas again.
Well, they stand around and watch them.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
they're like in awe, I can't believe this is happening in Vegas.
But they could, rather than arresting people,
Right.
I mean, these are innovative people that are doing these things,
Yeah.
regardless of what. Instead of arresting them, they could give business license to them, charge them $1,000 a month, and give
But
half
those
to
will
the
come with
casino where it
regulations too, you
is.
can't be half naked when a little kid who's 8 years old with his mom and dad come walking down the street and see that,
They don't have any half naked
No,
people,
not
no.
at all,
No, they don't have that, right?
not in Vegas.
I don't know, I haven't been in the strip in 15 years, so I don't know.
You cross
Uh,
over it once in a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do, I went through.
That's the famous saying. You ever go to the strip? You must go to the strip, you live there. No, I have to cross over it once in a while, but I don't go on it.
Yeah, but I don't, because I live in the west side. I take Alta. I take Bonneville to Alta and go that way. I don't go.
I like to go down there just to people watch,
I've never been.
But we drive, we don't walk.
I never been a tourist person. I never been in Mount
very
Charleston.
crowded
I never
there.
been in Mount Charleston.
Really? Oh, you're missing
And
out.
I've been here 60 years. I never been in Lake Mead. I don't.
We better go see it before we
Better
try
hurry
it out.
up. You might need a good set of walking boots if you want to.
Yeah, I had an apartment in New York, and I never been in the Tattoo's Liberty or.
I was at Big Bear a couple of weeks ago, man, that thing's low.
No, everything in California is just dried up.
These restaurants have places you can pull up with your boat and park there. No more, you need a, four-wheeler to get to the restaurant.
Really?
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's bad.
That's like an egg.
That's
like
why
Lake
I
Mead.
think the best thing is what Ed do. When he want to go somewhere,
China.
he go to China.
Yeah.
And that's it.
How's China?
Great.
Is it?
Yeah, they're producing wealth. They're producing increased incomes for people.
Yeah.
Today, 70,000 people will move from the lower class to the middle class.
Really?
Yeah,
So what are we doing
upper
wrong?
mobile. And how here in the United States we're going down.
Obamonomics.
Listen to what he asked you.
I'm sorry.
What are we doing wrong?
Well, we're
They're
to,
getting rich on our interest payments.
Well,
so
too
they're
many
doing-
laws for one.
Thank God there is no interest.
Yeah.
Too many laws for
What happens
one.
if interest goes up? Oh,
Everything.
God.
Look at in Las Vegas. I don't know anything else in Las Vegas. In order for any mama and papa operation, anybody that want to open a business, they have to spend $300 in a state license that they don't need, and then they go to the city or to the. I don't
Absolutely.
think.
You gotta
I
go
don't
to the-
think the county charge or force people to do that, because when I was on Flamingo, I got my license and I didn't have to get a state license, only the city. And that's
What kind of business?
mailboxes.
That was a long time ago.
But like an air conditioning company, say you're gonna start up your own air conditioning company and you wanna work the entire city. You'd have to get one for a business license for North Las Vegas,
Really?
Las Vegas,
everywhere you work.
everywhere you wanna.
Well, that's almost like a
every area
privilege.
you wanna
license.
serve.
It's like a
Or
privilege.
service. Yeah, yeah,
Bell bondsmen do that.
that's
The
crazy.
bell bond, because we had, when I was involved with the bell bond business, they have business license everywhere, even Mesquite,
Boulder City, Mesquite, you gotta have a license
Laughlin,
for them all.
all that. You need to have But that's a
But if you're a
different,
service business and you're going in these areas to service, like an
Mhm.
air
Yes.
conditioner, you don't have brick and mortar there.
Right,
How can they charge you a business
you're doing
license?
business in their city.
and then what really bothers me is they never can tell you the truth. I asked the city council, tell me where is the NRS that require that you have to have a state license to open a radio station or a newspaper or a mailbox place or any of that stuff. The state license used to be for privilege license, liquor, bail bondsman, private investigator, all that stuff, but not for a small business, you know. Them, everything you do, they charge you extra. And now they charge you for parking. And now, Las Vegas is not a place for a small business.
No, this is a gambling, it's Las Vegas.
But it wasn't that way before. And that's why a lot of people move here. Am I right or am I wrong?
Either you work in a casino and make a decent living, or you work in a support type job and you make a just get by type living. You know what I mean? That's all there is out here. Gaming, non-gaming.
Yeah,
We make nothing here. We don't manufacture anything here until maybe Tesla gets going or Faraday, and but that's only going to produce so many jobs. Other than that, what is there? McDonald's, the mall.
Now, McDonald's, and people always talk about McDonald's.
I know, they get a bad rap,
McDonald's
but
is
still.
a standby for young people to go
Yeah,
from
absolutely.
the high school into the working
But what I'm
force.
saying
used
is
to
that's
be,
all
now it's
there
all
really
over.
is. If you're not
It
in the
is.
gaming industry,
It
I mean,
is.
where you can make a decent living, you're not making a decent living unless you're a lawyer or a doctor, because they have those here too. But what else is there? Tell me.
Well, what else do we need? There are lots of things there. Tourism is the biggest industry in the world.
Right.
And within tourism, there are all sorts of
There's
diverse
support.
aspects
Yeah,
to
there's
it.
support
And
businesses.
so there's all kinds of opportunities.
And there's
that-
bars, and there's there's off the strip life is that they have smaller casinos with like Dottie's. There's a Dottie's on every corner in this
Two, what do you
valley.
mean?
It's like the 7-Elevens when I first got to this town. There was actually
Right.
7-Elevens across the street from each other.
Yeah,
That's
there's
crazy.
still-
They still are.
Yeah.
And Circle K.
And you go in and there's not a whole lot of people in there.
No, but there's
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Yeah,
And they're
there's a lot
little,
of
and then
them.
whenever somebody goes out of business, little businesses go
Yeah.
out of business, Dottie's buys them.
They must be like the McDonald's used to have a saying, we're in the real estate business. Oh, and we also sell hamburgers.
Mhm.
But, I mean, they're a real estate company,
Right.
buying up land.
Yep.
But they sell hamburgers
They
too.
also sell hamburgers,
Really?
because they own the buildings.
Are they good hamburgers or?
No,
No?
horse meat.
Where, at Dottie's?
No.
Oh, McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Okay.
I'm just
They got
pulling
food
his
like that?
leg,
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think that it should be a little more stimulant for people to come here and open a business. Any kind of business, public notary, stuff like that. And
Well, we have
Well,
world-class
people probably
shopping
do it,
here.
but they do
Huh?
it
We
under.
have great shopping here. I mean, the malls here are like the fashion show mall. That's a great.
yeah, but
mall.
you need money to go to the
You
shopping.
need money, and you know who's in that mall?
Jeez.
Europeans.
I went
not
to-
locals.
I went to that fashion show mall, and
Yeah.
I forget what store I went in, but the prices on the clothes and everything.
Yeah.
I never
I
been
went,
in the
what, are
fashion
you
show.
kidding
They
me?
gotta pay the
A
overhead.
shirt for like $1,200?
Yeah.
I never
And I
been
also
in
went
the
to
fashion
Tommy
show.
Bahama.
Do you?
No, I
You
went-
go there,
what,
Ed?
Nordstrom or something like
Okay.
that.
You do?
Yeah.
I'm going,
That's uppity
jeez,
up.
it's criminy. It's just a shirt.
We go to Walmart.
Yeah, man, man.
I go to the Boulevard Mall, but I never been in the fashion show.
No, I like Dillard's. Dillard's is a good place.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I went there once because they used to face the street.
Yeah.
That's what I remember. I went there once. I don't like to go into those places where, you make a big deal to, that's why I never did like Caesar's Palace. I used to like the Sahara, the Tropicana, the Riviera, all those places where the valet parking knew me and they leave my car in the front. And I was spoiled by the old Las Vegas.
You couldn't get into Caesars without running into the fountain.
Yeah.
You and Shecky Green, you know.
I don't know, that's except,
You know, speaking of these jobs and everything, and getting back to this, my District B, you know, in the way it looks right now and how it's fallen apart over the years, how can you attract a small business to the area? You're not attracting anybody. They don't want nothing to do with that area, so you're not gonna create any jobs over there unless you clean the place up. And that's what I plan to do.
and that's late meat and,
It's, well, if you
give
look
me
at
an
your map.
idea more or
Okay,
less.
let me show you on the map here. I'm sorry for the viewers, but take a look right here. This is Nellis. You know
Yeah,
where Nellis Boulevard
You go
is.
down the highway here.
So you go
Rolando,
north on
to
Nellis.
Lake Mead.
Here's Lake Mead, right? I'm sorry. Lake Mead is
Lake Mead's right down here, past downtown.
Lake Mead is right here.
Almost the first
So here's
exit
Lake
past
Mead
D.
and Nellis. You take Lake Mead all the way up Sunrise Mountain to Hollywood
uh-huh.
and
don't
close
stop.
your eyes
And don't stop till you get to Sunrise Mountain.
because it is
Someone will break in here.
in layman's terms is
Bad.
thrashed. It's terrible. The car wash, it was called Friendly Bear Car Wash on Nellis. Used to go there every Saturday, get the car washed, paid whatever we paid. Okay? They're almost out of business because you got all these little rinky-dink trailers and
Washing
trucks
in parking lots.
washing in parking lots.
Yeah.
There's 10, 15
Well-
trailers out there.
Big Bear was nice. at
Look,
one time.
let me tell you, I realize that I'm old fashioned, but I love Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. It's no reason why we need to have downtown Summerlin. You ask somebody where you live in Henderson. Oh no, I live in Green Valley.
Yeah.
You know, Green Valley is Henderson for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
And don't, you know, Summerlin. You know, people think living in Summerlin is a big deal. He lives in a nice place, and he's right there in the center of everything. You know, it's I'm happy where I am. I'm not extra happy, but I am happy where I am. I don't
I'm
know
happy where I
why
am,
we
and I
need to
wanna
start.
just
We're
fix it.
becoming
How
another.
many of
Los-
those businesses, like, well, of course, the car wash deal, they're not all licensed, nobody.
No, these
No,
guys,
why?
these guys in these pickup trucks.
Why? You
Not
got
only
these
that,
Mexican people that
They're-
open a
raise the
car wash
price of all these-
everywhere.
They're actually
permits and this
setting
and
up,
that.
they're setting up tables in my neighborhood, and these
There's
are all
probably not a
basically
business
Section
from Lake
8. They're
Mead.
setting tables out in their front yard and serving food out of them and charging people
Right.
to run.
Yeah.
None of it's.
Yeah.
They got garage sales every other house, every day, you can't have that.
Okay, so
Yeah,
who you have
5
to
days a
blame?
week, 6
5
days.
days, yeah.
But then you go to the city
And you call
and
it
you
code
try to
enforcement.
get a business license and they want to charge you $200
Yeah,
for the
that's
first
why.
time,
They drive you
$150.
underground.
Eh?
Yeah.
They drive you underground.
Yeah.
Business-
And this is my point. You people, you and everybody else running for office need to wake up and start doing things for the people that are here already. You know?
So how are you, what are you gonna do?
Me?
Eliminate
I can't-
all
I'm not
licenses.
gonna-
What should a commissioner do?
Well, stop all this nonsense about this.
That won't improve the neighborhood though. What happens in Las Vegas is what happens in every city in the United States virtually, and that is sprawl. The people, the county commission lets people buy land way outside and then builds cheap houses out there or build them for less price than it would cost downtown. And then the city spreads out there. If you go out to Summerlin, Summerlin is booming. All kinds of businesses are moving out there. Huge amounts. That's why Summerlin downtown, it's a market situation. The county commission is destroying the old neighborhoods
Yes.
in order to subsidize
You're
the
exactly right.
new neighborhoods.
That's my
The
point.
new neighborhoods get brand new parks, that's where the money goes. It's taken from the older areas and given to the new areas to make these
And the
huge
So
soccer
you're creating
parks.
slums then.
You're
Yeah,
That's
exactly
right.
Let me
It's
tell
a
you the
per-
way-
It's a policy of the county commission, create slums. and without
Let me
being
tell
done
you-
intentionally. These old neighborhoods pay for the infrastructure,
Mm-hmm.
the roads and everything to get the way out in the sticks. And then they get crowded and they have to build more of them.
Also-
The infrastructure is.
Also, there's a lot of people in government that are afraid of the minorities. I seen on
Well, the way you're
cable,
talking about them, you are too.
the
That you
cable,
can't keep your windows open when you go up Lake Mead, you got all
That's
these
'cause
sections.
I live there, you guys better watch out for me.
okay,
Yeah, you're talking badly about them too.
No, we're not
I
talking
do.
about who-
I do.
Okay.
I
so-
do. The Cato Boulevard and Desert Inn Road. Okay, you go by there on the weekend and you find 100 cars for sale.
Yeah.
Why don't they go over there and ticket all these people so they cannot sell cars?
Why are you creating so many problems for people? People are desperate. That's why they're selling food out there. They wouldn't be out selling food.
I know,
That's
but
why-
what about the
why they're
health?
selling
What
the-
about the health? What about the guy who have a small restaurant and paying license and paying health insurance and paying whatever the health department require? You know, what about these people? They are doing this thing the right way. They don't selling food in the corner, and you know who is guilty of that? All these Mexican supermarkets.
Yeah.
They outside the supermarket, Mariana's and the other one over there on Rancho and Washington, somewhere around there. You know, they put that stuff over there. The flies go all over the food. You know, I mean that is not healthy. That's why you got people in Miami now dying because a mosquito bite you. I remember when I was a kid, mosquito bite me and I go like that and I keep walking. And now they make a big deal out of a mosquito bite because the doctor is gonna make $600 for a mosquito bite.
So it's all the doctors.
Huh?
So it's a doctor-driven economy there.
I don't know if it's the doctor or it's the government who trying to control the doctors. You know, look at that Obamacare, $2,500 a month for insurance. I was complaining because I paid, what was the name of the insurance company? They used to be the best, or supposedly it was the best. You know, I remember because Mary Kincaid's husband, David Kincaid, is dead now. He was my insurance agent. And I was paying $200 a month and I was complaining. Now people are paying $1,500 for insurance and they get nothing.
You get way less, way less.
You get way less, that's
You don't
right.
get anything. And your
Yeah,
co-pays.
you have a huge
copay.
deductible.
The
But
trick is, not the trick, but the whole deal is take care of yourself. Don't go to the doctor unless you're having a stroke or a
well,
heart attack.
I am a naturalist.
Do you like-
I like to do things natural. I don't like to go to the doctor. I go when I got no choice.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of times I have to go because otherwise my social security will go away. You have to go to the doctor no matter what. But I wrote about that.
You don't have to go to the doctor.
I was taking pills for my blood pressure. Okay.
Is it up right now?
My
You
blood
need a-
pressure
you
was-
need a pill, you
my-
better take a pill.
My blood
get
pressure
one.
was 180/75. Okay? I stopped
That's
taking.
not okay.
For 7 years I was taking those two pills in the
Do a
morning.
damn thing for you.
And it was getting from 170 to 180 to 190. I stopped taking after I saw my brother dying. He got 99 pills in the night table, okay, and he died. Okay, so I stopped taking the pills. And now my blood pressure is 139, 140.
Really?
Read the
I
label.
swear to God.
I don't
You
think
didn't
it
read the
is.
label.
140/70, you know.
You were taking pills that increase blood pressure. You didn't read the label.
Yeah.
You didn't see
You
the
know,
plus
I
sign.
don't
You
understand.
did the negative blood pressure.
My brother, rest in peace, was infatuated with doctors. He sit in the computer and he don't look at porno scenes or he don't look at views or He don't look at the go to some other city. No. He look medicine. He look illness. He look.
Hypochondriac.
Every other advertisement on TV now is medicine.
I like those medicine
Really?
ads.
Yeah.
I don't know because I watch Fox News and
If you have died or know somebody that has died because of this. What do you mean? If
I
you
watch
died.
Fox News or I watch that other channel. They have Law and Order, and there's one after the other one. I don't have any. And the commercials, I go to the kitchen, I get a glass of water, or I get something. That's the problem. Anyway, I appreciate Mr. Ed Yulin taking the busy time of him to be here with us today. I wanted you to meet Kevin because
Nice
Kevin
to
is
meet
my
you.
friend, and that's his wife over there.
That's
so-
Julie.
Julie, and she's my friend.
Yes.
And I want you to give him the best advice you can because you are a good politician.
Are you the incumbent?
I don't think so.
No.
Oh, your first time?
No, he run for everything and he never win. He run for.
And I'm a good, and he's calling that a good politician.
you're a good
He run for sheriff. He run for a
He likes to be the
commissioner.
underdog.
Eh?
He likes
Because
to be
he's the underdog, because he don't keep his mouth shut and he tell the way he feel. That's why he
Well,
cannot
this is
win.
the year for it, so if we're gonna win, this is gonna be the year.
Yeah,
The people that
That's
actually
right.
speak up and
Yeah.
get things done.
and he don't listen to anybody else.
Good.
You know, I try to tell him what to do so he can win, but
I try and educate myself and learn what I don't know on my own. I don't take, somebody telling me how to do it, you know what I'm saying? I gotta learn on my own.
well, I'm stealing 2 minutes out of Mr. Producer's time, so I want to say thank you, Kevin, for
Thank you
being
for
here
having me
again.
again.
Thank you, Ed.
I hope to see you guys again on Tuesday,
Tuesday,
next
4
week.
o'clock. Tuesday, 4 o'clock. So you can come over and meet the guy from.
Ron Newsom.
I know, Ron.
Oh,
He
you
was
know?
here, he's been here.
Yeah.
Here?
He's been here.
Yeah.
Oh yes. I got his car over there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's been here. Okay. Thank
He's a
you
nice
for
guy.
listening.
Thank you.
Thank you.